Tech is filmed in front of a live K9 audience. I really want to dig into the 128 here, take a better look at it and everything we got. There's a lot of neat paperwork that came with it and a lot of additional material. It was a pretty amazing collection, so I definitely think it will be worth our time to go through and take a look at some of those. So I'm going to share it because, again, I think I've said before, I like to do this just so I can talk to myself and have an excuse. Otherwise, it's just me and the dog, and she's out in the sun in the backyard of the barn here. So it's just me talking to myself in a barn right now. So I appreciate you guys coming along and helping me do that. So, I mean, this is what's amazing about this thing. We even open it up and we already get the head vibration protector installed. I mean, that's just, probably helps if I do it that way, wouldn't it? It's amazing to me that the condition that this entire setup is in. Hopefully that's a little better. Flip the camera around so I'm not trying to hold things all over the place. So just going through the basics. We got this thing. This whole collection was really well thought out. And obviously somebody put a little time into it. But we've got a C128D. It says it comes with software, manuals, cables, 1571 manuals, a test disc, and it's in excellent condition. I don't know how long ago that any of that was said. It could have been 10 years ago. It could have been last year. So hard to judge with something like a collection like this. But we're going to go through it and we'll just start figuring it out and get into this. So obviously, see the basic condition of the machine. The keyboard is also in just phenomenally beautiful shape. I really can't argue in any way, shape, or form about how gorgeous this keyboard is. I will be happy to hook that up and try it out if I get to the point. And trust me when I say every part of me wants to just plug this thing in and send it. Since I don't know the shape of it, I've already got one completely burned out 128 that's not near this nice. I don't need to. I really need this to be a work of art. I really hope to get it up and running in the basement, actually. So we got power cord. I mean, it's pretty cool. It's the original power cord, obviously, not the end of the world. Commodore 128 system diskettes. And these original beautiful sleeves. Pull these out. Let's see what we got here. I haven't gone through any of this yet. So we've got our test demo diskette with C128 DOS shell. 128 CPM system disk, CPM Plus 3.0. And we've got Quantum Link. Oh, man. Oh, also included game programs for Sea Strike and Hangman. I remember that old Hangman game. That was outstanding. So we've got the original system disk. This is literally like opening this up as a kid. I mean, just looking at this stuff in here, and we're going to keep doing it, but it's like being a kid again and getting to go through this. So obviously, with a heck of a lot nicer machine than I ever had as a kid, this would have been a dream for me to even think about having. So keep going through. We got another set of system diskettes here. Let's open these bad boys up. I think, yeah, they are exactly the same as the other ones. So have a spare set, which we'll see if any of them are any good at all, of C128 system diskettes. Check this out. The introductory guide. It's even got a phone number up there. Might have to call that and see where it gets us. Introducing the Commodore 128. Copyright 1987. I'm not gonna, before you plug in anything. Oh wait, this might be for me. By now you're probably anxious to set up your equipment and start computing. But before you do, take a few minutes to check all of the capacitors in the internal. Now, it doesn't say that, but that's my version of what it says. Dang. Look at that. Commodore 128D is actually 3 computers in one, offering 3 primary operating modes, C128, C64, and CPM mode. I'm glad the book doesn't have C64 mode starred, since we know we just turn these on and say go 64 in almost every case. We get a whole walkthrough of the machine, setting it up. For TVs with 300 ohm antenna wires, for antennas needed for TVs with 75 ohms. And I do actually have a box out here that will do that. I don't think it has no, it doesn't have the modulator in here. So that's pretty outstanding. we have the much bigger and much more comprehensive system guide. We'll go over here, get a little better look, although it's tough in the light. It's a sunny, beautiful day out, so maybe we were better off or the other way. I need to get a better camera up there. Also promise that I do have a wireless mic, and I just haven't hooked it up because it's kind of a nightmare to hook it up. So we'll get there. But I mean, I can't imagine being younger me and getting this and opening it. None of my Commodores ever had anything quite this nice by the time I got them, at least. But the whole entire system guide, also again, in just beautiful shape. I'm gonna have to figure out a good way to display all of this. I've got the Commodore 1571 test demo diskette with DOS shell. So we keep digging here. Oh, there we go. This one's got the phone number written on it too. It says it's Commodore Service, 1-800-448-9987. So we got the disk guide to the actual 1571 inside the 128D. That's interesting that they included, or this person put it together at least, the entire manual for the 1571 inside. And then we get into just paperwork. You could tell this was somebody who loved what they had. We got an article that was cut out inside. Oh no! Oh, I gotta switch this. See if I can find a way for you to read it or see it. Down there, underlined, it says the important part that every Commodore 128 owner needed to know. We gotta say it out loud here. If you power up in Commodore 128 mode and then enter the Go 64 command, the disk drive will remain in double-sided mode. We have even on the 1571 technical tips thing, we've underlined the important steps to know when we're in Go 64 mode. So you got a lot of other paperwork in here that I think goes to a lot of the other equipment that we've got. We got a cool article here called the C128 DCR. It says a lot of hot air. Of course not, but we're sure there's enough air inside. We got a whole thing on that. We dig in a little more. Power supply for the 128D RAM link combo. That will probably come in handy. GigaCAD Plus. I don't know. Servicing the 128 keyboard. Those are some great old things. Twin Cities 128, page 21, issue 32. If anybody's looking for that. Let's see. Please read this first. Oh yeah. Connecting your keyboard, disk drive, and printer. Also tells us our important things to save, our proof of purchase, the box, internal packing materials, and this document. We need to send in our warranty card. We have Commodore Express's phone number on here. We even get to talk about the other accessories. So we are making progress, and I think it's time that I quit putting this off and open this computer up and we all take a look inside and see what we got. Okay, it got me. I have to admit, I did not know the 128D had these screws on the bottom. So I had to take those off. Just kind of funny. And I think it's probably been removed before, but the warranty sticker up here is still intact. So we got to kind of peel that back as best I could. Looks like somebody may have done it before. I can't say nobody's ever been in here by any means, but can definitely see that it's been cared for pretty well. So let's put her down. Let's get in here and look at that bad boy. My goodness, is this thing beautiful. I mean, dang. I don't even know what to say. That's, it's just absolutely gorgeous inside this computer. We're going to take a real close look here and just see if anything looks awry. And that's really all I can offer at this moment. I don't want to get too digging in here. We've got some caps. This one's been marked. chips all look to be here, all the chips we need. Of course, there's that extra socket right there that we've so desperately tried to figure out on the other Commodore that's so messed up. The power supply, I'm guessing somebody has been in here and done caps already. And whoever you were, whenever you were, I'm just gonna say thank you to you. Because, I mean, this thing looks flawless. Fuse is intact. You can see that right there. Caps all look beautiful on the power supply. Would definitely feel comfortable saying it's been recapped. We've got a good running cap here. I mean, said it was in excellent condition. They were not kidding. I think excellent condition is the verbiage I would use too. CPU's happy. There's the 80. Have to dig under here if we want to get into the video section, but quite frankly, I think we just need to fire this thing up, and if anything happens, it happens, but I think this thing looks like it's going to work as well as I hoped it would. Alright, I tried to procrastinate a little while longer, had to go flip a carburetor over in the carb cleaner next door, but clearly it's time to just send it. It won't be a great picture. Got it hooked up through my little ViewSonic box over here. We're just hooked up composite with the cable off the back. I don't know what to do, but take the switch. It's a good sign. Look at that. We got a picture. What a beautiful little machine, and it is ready. So let's just take a real quick look here and make sure voltages aren't anywhere crazy. So if we're black, we're getting 12.3 volts. We're off a setting on our thing, and over here on the red, 5.07. Beautiful. And I think this still does the old 9 volt for the user port. So that should be over here. Let's see what we kind of got going on. We get a decent connection on it. High 10.2, but there's no load on it, so nothing to stress about. I think we have a working machine. Isn't that amazing? I don't even know what to say. Just pick something up. It's this beautiful. Hook it up, and it works. And there's a part of me that would love to say, I want to fix something. But there's also a part of me that looks at this and thinks, I mean, holy cow, we've got a working machine. I think we're going to put the cover back on, hook the keyboard up, and see how the typing goes. This thing is just gorgeous. All right, let's power it up, see what we get. I should note that the color is definitely an artifact of my setup here. We'll get to getting a better monitor in and take a better look at that. But for the moment, it works, and I can't share my excitement any more than that. Keyboard's hooked up. Things like we can type. I don't see any issues. I mean, I'd have to go through every key, but I'm just thrilled to tears. Okay, I'm going to do it. Type this poor command in this one time here. Am I sure? I mean, I hope I'm sure. Hope you work. Oh, it works. I think the color got even worse on my monitor setup here, or lack of color, but it works. Okay, let's see if this disk drive works. So we're going to shut this down. We're going to pull out the 1571 test demo disk. I'm not going to put it in. I don't want it to do anything with it. Let's get it started here. Let it go through its churning on the 1571. We'll lock it in. That's such a cool mechanism. Never had anything other than a 1541 as a kid. So, I mean, I don't know. That's exciting. So, I can't describe how weird this feels right now. Typing in things I haven't thought of in 30 years, I guess. I'm just going to flip this way to say, this feels truly bizarre. It has been 30 years since I have typed in a command like this on this keyboard. Well, not this. I never had one this pretty on a keyboard like this. So I'm going to load. Let's load a directory. Feel like think that does it. Disk works. It spins. Look at that. Not only do we have a working machine, we got a working 1571, and we can list it. What do you want to load? How to use. I'm definitely loading how to use. See if I can type all this in without screwing it up. Okay. Feeling like we're somewhere. We've loaded. What's this look like we listed out? Oh, look at that beautiful, beautiful basic streaming by on the screen. Ooh, that is fantastic. Oh boy. Be interesting if I remembered how to stop this. I might have made a mistake. There's a lot of good stuff in here. The challenge is, I don't remember how to make it quit doing this. Nope. The Commodore key doesn't help me. There's no break. You know what? Till I remember how to use this computer again, we're going to go with the ever popular Plan B. Oh, look, we got it. We're there anyway. So let's run this bad boy. How to use. Press P to print a copy of the instructions on your printer. I'm not there yet. I can't keep up with Commodore. I know Commodore is keeping up with me. I'm not there yet. The printers are down there on the floor. Hopefully we're going to get to them, but not today. Not today, printers. Not today. So we'll press the good old any other key. And we got this diskette contains free programs for you to use with your new disk drive. Can you believe this thing works? This is absolutely amazing. All right. See, I've got a Commodore 128 broken. Now I've got a good one. C64, obviously, growing up, that's what I had. C64C was mine. I had a +4 that my parents bought for me off of Home Shopping Network. That's fantastic. Never had a C16 and had a 1541, so I was pretty lucky as a kid with what I had. So, really, this is just a whole lot of typing on learning how to use things. Oh, man. It's fantastic. I think, I'm tempted. I want to get out the 1084 down there so I can get this thing looking as good as it should look and get that rolling. But I'm just over the moon. I'm excited beyond belief right now. I don't know where my dog went. She took off somewhere. She obviously doesn't share my excitement. The 128 works. That's pretty amazing. We've got a working machine. We've got a working setup. We are one step closer to having what I've wanted in my basement and really be able to have a great time with this. So thanks. That's where we're going to stop for now. I'm going to go actually rebuild a carburetor. So thanks. Fantastic. I appreciate you being here.